good afternoon. I'm just getting Instagram set up. Sorry I'm running late. Joseph and I went off to Slidell to go look at log cabin houses, and we got caught in traffic on the way back. So that is why. So we have my mom joining us today. She was a little surprised that y'all picked cat sweaters, especially compared to us doing resin or soap. But cat sweaters, I guess it is. So, hi, how are y'all? Takes me a minute always to get kind of set up, but it's good to see you guys again. Welcome to another Monday afternoon chill stream where we hang out and we spend the crafternoon working on different crafts and different art kits. So today we have this beautiful kit here that Joseph actually picked out. He found this one at Barnes & Noble in the sale bin, and I feel like possibly to no one's surprise, but this is a kit to make crocheted sweaters for cats. 8 colorful styles to stitch, and this kit includes all the materials to make one sweater. So at full price, this kit would have been $15, which, if that's the case, that's not such a great deal because they only give you enough to make one cat sweater. Yarn is cheap. But
especially leftover yarn.
Oh yes, I did actually augment this kit, and I'll tell you guys about that in a minute. But this is a kit made by Sterling Innovation in New York, and our options are purple pullover, varsity stripes, candy stripes, all heart, troubadour turtleneck, feline A-line dress, linen stitch sweater, and shells and buttons. And let me grab our beautiful model who has so graciously volunteered to model the sweaters today. Actually, he's not, but I'm going to bribe him.
But you know, since he needs probably a thunder shirt,
yeah,
when
he might like it.
He might actually
he might like
it. So
okay,
especially if it's a little snug.
He says, "Let me down." Thank you, Bowie. Yes, handsome boy.
Some more.
I know. I've been gone all day, so I think he has actually missed me. So I have here the kit. I also went and picked up a little bit more yarn. These are 99 cents a skein. And I picked up some additional crochet hooks. I have 2 ergonomic hooks and then a wooden hook. And I had to guess at what size hook they were probably using. So
Yeah,
this
really.
might not be the best fit, but we'll see.
It should say on there.
Well, it says yarn in 2 different colors, 1 crochet hook, 1 tapestry needle, full color instruction book
And
with
it
8
doesn't say about the
colorful
size.
styles.
Size of the hook.
I mean, this
that's
is
included.
It's just a very plain white, and then it looks like they just sent, probably given the size of the box, some fairly small balls of yarn. This cat here is a model because every female cat I know would have bitten me rather than let me put a sweater. Even Midnight, she wouldn't have bitten me, but she would have looked very proud.
Well, honestly, she doesn't look that she's moved since the one on the front.
You're right. She might just be a stuffed cat.
Or they just might have photoshopped the sweater on.
We kind of thought about that because they look way too chill.
Yeah.
So, as you guys can see,
A lot of packaging for little stuff.
Yes, a very small book.
So let's see what size hook this is. And it doesn't say.
And then here is the yarn that they've included. And it's actually more yarn than I expected.
So this is mystery size hook. It looks a little bit bigger than this one.
What size is that?
This one here is size I.
I'm beginning to think that the Barnes & Noble craft
The higher they
kits...
go, the smaller they are.
I don't remember.
I'm beginning to think that the Barnes & Noble craft kits are a lot of money for not a lot of anything.
So this
yeah,
is
for
what
nothing.
came with it right
yeah.
here?
So what came with it is this white plastic, this plastic needle,
Yeah, which you can always use
these
plenty of those.
3 skeins of yarn, and then this actually very small
little book.
Yeah.
And a great big
And
box.
a great big box. So, you know, make of that, I guess.
And
what
this
you
and
will.
this weight yarn is a very lightweight yarn. It's very thin yarn.
So like
This
baby-
is heavier. This is
like
much
baby
heavier.
yarn?
No, it's not quite baby yarn, but it's very thin.
I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys
Actually, the yarn she bought over there
some
is
of
even
our
bigger
potential
than
projects.
that. Does it have one with him wearing a sombrero or something?
No, why?
I'm just saying, you know, we're gonna go to some of these styles. It's like, and then we're gonna do the hats, like bonnets.
Oof.
That's right. You take a bath, Bowie.
I think we might do the basic. Oh goodness. Okay, so I have crocheted before. I'm not good at crochet, so I think we're gonna go with something very basic, like maybe the purple pullover,
I think
a
that's
single color.
Let me look at these, and I'll tell you what's more.
Let me
basic.
let me finish flipping real
That way I
quick.
can look at the stitches and see what kind of stitches there are. So how many sweaters are in that book?
I can't believe they got these cats to wear these and not
must be
like they
bad.
got good pictures of
Maybe
these
they're
cats
stuffed.
because none of these cats look like they resent their owners for that. Peaches wouldn't wear a sweater. No, I don't know that Bowie would willingly wear it, but we're gonna
You
bribe
wear
him.
one in a
Well,
thunderstorm now.
if they're brought up and, you know, you start as kittens dressing them up.
This one's anticipating eating. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
this is
what
all
that's
about.
about.
Like, you
That's
can put anything on me. I'm gonna
that's
eat.
food. Well, that's my plan with Bo.
Okay.
Well, that might be.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to look at the kind of stitches that,
Yes,
and
please
fortunately for this book, as a lot of crochet books, this has a
Introductory
place
stitches.
in the back or in the front, and in this case it's in the front, where they go over the different stitches and they teach you how to do them, in case you forgot.
Or or you've never
or
known.
you've never known.
Which
yes.
is good.
Which I always find coming in handy. And decreasing stitches and changing colors and how to make a magic ring and surface slip stitches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to help her choose
The easiest.
by the kinds of stitches that these things have. Because this also has armholes.
That or they got these cats so drugged up on catnip.
Okay, this one has double crochet. And this one's also got double crochet 2 stitches together, which we'll have to go back and look up. But, what else? Oh, they even have a turtleneck. I don't know how he's going to feel
I don't know.
about that.
Yeah, I don't think he would like that. These
He
are
would
some
probably
good cats in that
Go
they
more
are
with something like that,
allowing.
which is, changing colors. Incorporating color sequence. This looks like double crochets. Oh, look at that one. That's a hefty sweater there.
Yeah, I don't show the camera. I don't think he's gonna let. I
He
don't think
might.
he's gonna.
That's troubadour turtleneck. Ooh, that looks better than this.
That's
This
the
looks
feel.
like a
It's a
dress.
dress. Yeah. And he's a cat, and I don't care, but that's a lot of stitching.
It's a lot of cat.
Extra.
It's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Now this one, and even if you see extra colors like this, if you don't feel competent to change colors like that, you can do it all in one color, and because the cat's not going to care. And this one's got shells, which are kind of interesting. Yeah, it's not that hard. Which almost makes them look like an Afghan. And it also has, the book also has a glossary in case you don't know what some of the terminology is. And it also has the different hook sizes, both in US and metric conversion. And it also has websites where you can purchase supplies. And it tells you a little something about those cats.
Oh, Bailey and
Mackenzie. And I
Mackenzie
think it's Mackenzie that we think
is the good
stuffed.
girl.
Yeah. She was a stray who chose her family.
Well, that's pretty normal for toys. They tend to have very strong personalities. Sorry, the termites have started swarming, so
Yeah, I noticed.
I'm telling you.
And also the sausage flies.
Ugh. Which are a type of termite?
No, sausage flies are male ants that will have their
they?
wings clipped off, or is it female ants?
No,
I
no,
think
no.
it's a female.
It's the queens, yeah, and then the males clip the wings off to make them stay in the nest.
I'm not a bug person, so. And by
So
that I
they're the
mean
loose
I know about bugs, but they.
Yeah.
I try not to be creeped out, but I am.
Get over it.
I can't. I've tried for years.
You have to get over it if you live here.
I'm like kind of. Well, yeah, I'm a live and let live kind of person, but they do kind of like creep me out.
Hey, it says we'll also need scissors and a measuring tape.
The measuring tape. Okay.
Yeah, if you don't have one, I
You
have
know,
one
for
of my purse.
$15, yeah, please get that. For $15, they could have included a cheap Dollar Tree measuring tape.
Yeah, because I think they go for about $1.
Yeah, they're very like. I feel like this kit was not worth $15. I think I paid half that, and I'm not sure that this kit's worth half that.
So do we want to do the basic sweater pattern in a solid color? And we'll figure out with DC 2 together, double
Well,
crochet, 2 stitches
So
together.
my thing about bugs is when I was a kid, I got stung a lot, and I'm actually very allergic to wasps and caterpillars. So there's like that. And then just living in Louisiana where there's always ant piles and termites and things. And then when I was in ballet, the theater we performed in had a termite infestation that went nuts so during our recital. So it's just like a lot of like small, not great experiences with insects. But in general, I just try to let them live their lives and I'll live my life and we can just live separately. But if I like, I'm a little freaked out by bugs, that's all. I like bees and doodlebugs, and not that doodlebugs are bugs, but doodlebugs and dragonflies and those kind of insects. I do better, and ladybugs, I do better with those. Yes, the model
Okay,
has
I am
spoken.
going to gift you with this,
Well, thank you.
this free tape measure that I got.
Well, you know, once I'm not living in a rental, I would like to have a craft cart that keeps everything in one place.
Well, when you start collecting all these little plastic needles and stuff
Yeah.
like that, keep it in a box along with the tape measure. So,
I have to get a pair of scissors.
oh, here's some, Becca.
What? I got scissors.
Oh, you got some.
Now
Yeah.
this crochet hook, this wooden one would catches the
Mhm.
thread well. The problem is not very ergonomic, so
No.
you would have to
Well,
put one of those foamy
So I
things on
have
it.
two
I know,
ergonomic
but
ones.
they don't necessarily
And they
catch
did not
well.
have three.
Yeah,
so-
I'm just saying, it may not catch well, it's all about the hook. So.
Or you can use this one, which is very cheap, honestly. What is with some of these kits?
And does it tell you how much you need? Hook size K. Now,
What size is K? This is a 5.5. These are 5.5s.
no, go by
And I
that.
don't know what this is.
That's the question. I think those
This
are
says
eyes.
6.0.
I think those are eyes. So,
Well, I guessed based on the yarn and the book.
yeah, I guess this one's all going to use a K size. Who knows? Because it said K on one of them.
Well, I can use this one, and you can use this one because they look like they would
You
be
know
the
what?
right size.
What's going to make the difference is the size of the hook is also going to determine the size of the stitch and how loose the crochet is going to be.
So
the
Mom has
bigger the
actually
hook-
done a lot of crochet. You used to do filet crochet, which is the super tiny
Yes,
crochet.
with the little bitty tiny
Yeah.
hooks. Yes. So I'm just seeing.
I would say
I like this
bow.
yarn,
So
but-
they have finished sizes here. They have kitten, they have medium, and they have fat cat. Kitten is
Ugh.
5 to 8 pounds, medium is 8 to 12 pounds, and fat cat is 12 to 18 pounds.
So where would you put Bo on this one?
He is probably fat cat. He's like right on that cusp. And I don't think he would tolerate something that was like so tight to pull over him. So bigger is probably a little bit better for him.
Okay, so you were talking about, if this is a size K hook, and the ones she bought, the ones she bought are eyes.
Yeah.
That means that this K
It's gonna do bigger loops.
is gonna do bigger, it's 2 sizes bigger than this.
Is it? Okay,
Yes.
so when I was buying
This is a K.
these are all
or this is an I.
5.5 millimeter hooks, and this is a 6.
That means nothing to me.
0 millimeter
Yeah,
hook.
that means nothing
So
to
it
me.
might not be that big a difference.
But see, it says size I,
It does, yeah.
and they're talking about
And
size
this says
K.
I as well.
And I'm assuming that they want you, talking about the hook that they gave you. So this is 2 times bigger. So that also makes a difference in how loose the sweater is going
Well, then
to be.
I should definitely do fat cat because it's going to end up because I'm using the
Don't
wrong
assume
size.
that, because if you crochet loose, it's going to be bigger also. And loose has to do with how tight you hold the thread. So
So
let's just
I'm already
go
going to
ahead.
start with some nitpicks because this is kind of a more expensive kit. They sent a very cheap needle, and the metal ones are not expensive. Even the wooden ones are very cheap. They didn't include a tape measure, which would have been a very nice, inexpensive inclusion. They sent 3 skeins of yarn, but it's cheap yarn. I feel like they sure made a lot of money.
Oh, 2 reds and 1 yellow.
Yeah, I feel like they sure made a lot of money off this kit.
Yeah, and how much did they charge you for the kit?
The kit full price is around $16,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I think I paid
Oh
half.
yeah, yeah.
And
yeah,
this book
yeah.
is very small. So
There's probably a price on it somewhere too. Okay, so I'm gonna use this because I think this is a really soft yarn. I've used this before, and it is a bigger yarn, but I would probably have to use a bigger hook. So I guess really I should use this hook.
I'm making this face because I'm wondering if I have another crochet needle that's larger floating
Hook,
around.
not needle. These are not needles.
Okay, another
It's-
crochet
it's
hook.
Knitting
floating around.
needles, crochet hooks. Okay.
I'm gonna use
However,
because this color looks nice on Bowie.
Whichever we do, the first thing we're going to start is we're going to start with a loop on the end of the hook, on the end of the yarn. So you take the yarn and you make just a little loop
Oh, you want me to?
like that.
That's a good color. Or do you guys like yellow? I think the blue
You can
is.
see them coming a mile away in the
Okay.
yellow.
Oh, that could be good for walks though. Cat ain't going nowhere. How'd you loop it? Like,
Incorporate a leaf into the sweater.
You take it and you just put it around your finger and then pass it.
oh yeah, it's been a while since we've
It's
done
been
this.
a while since
You're the
you've
one who
done
taught
this.
me how to do crochet.
And then you put your hook in and tighten it a little bit. Okay? So, that's your first step. Doesn't matter which of these you use.
Hey, would you promote the stream? Thank
It
you.
also gives you a gauge, which is good too, because in a way it tells you if you're, before you get finished, it'll tell you if you're crocheting too loosely and too big or too small. The gauge for this is 10 double crochet times 6.5 rows
Should be
is
4
going to be
inches.
4 inches.
I don't know what that means. Would you tell us what that means? I'm
That
sorry, I'm not
means
being.
10 double crochets. Well, the first thing you have to do
You make a
is chain
chain.
hook.
Yeah.
But we're not going to get into that right
Okay.
now. Anyway, we can do a gauge thing.
Sure.
Let's see, how many inches?
4.
6 rows, 4.5. It's 4.5 inches.
So I already pulled out.
So I'll do my slip stitches, which are just, and I wrap the yarn around my finger like this. This is my tensioner. It causes, like if you sew on a sewing machine, you have a tension knob which makes the thread tighter or it makes it looser. So I tension it like this because I don't want it too loose.
How many are we doing in the chain?
I don't know, maybe 10. So I pull it through, that's 1. Wrap it over the crochet hook. Pull it through again, that's 2. Wrap it over the crochet hook. Pull it through again, that's 3. 4. 5. 6.
Hang on. Sorry, I'm
7.
having trouble with this needle. Not that it's this, but
8.
it's a little too long. Oh, I lost track of where I was at. So if you're like me, hang on a sec, and you lost track, what you can do is you can just pull it all the way back to 1. Are we counting this as 1? Does this loop?
That
this
loop
first
does not count as your
Okay,
first one.
so then it's the
Tighten
first.
it.
Yeah,
No, tighten this on the,
I did.
tighten it up here. Okay.
All the way up there, because then I can't get it through. 1,
You would never know she's
2.
right-handed.
Mhm.
Try wrapping it around the other way.
What do you mean, this hand?
Like this, look. Behind the hook. And then pull it through.
3.
Now what you have to do is you have to grab that, look. Grab it like
5.
that and pull it through, because you look how
That's
I
what
have
I'm
the hook.
doing.
I know, but it's trying to slip off.
Yeah. 6.
I'm just trying to make it easy for you.
7. 7. 8. 9. 10.
Okay.
Okay.
Now,
And this is good because I think some people who are watching have never crocheted before. It's been a really long time since I've done crochet, so we can kind of revisit some of this together. And that way, if you guys have questions, you can ask, and hey, you got somebody who can actually answer the questions.
and that's called a chain stitch, because basically it makes a chain.
And what's neat about a chain stitch is even if you don't have a hook,
You can crochet.
you
with
can do it on your
finger.
fingers. Yeah. So this is actually a great one if you're teaching kids fine motor skills because it's very cheap. You don't need any excess materials, and you just you can do it looser, you can do it tighter, and you can just pull it through the chain. In fact, it's actually easier for me to do it without the needle than it is for me to do it with it, because it's the wrong needle for the gauge.
It's the wrong size yarn, too.
It keeps wanting to catch.
If you're
on
going to
this.
do it with your fingers, you're going to use one of those
A
heavy
big chunky
ones.
one, yeah. I'd
Yeah.
like to learn how to do the arm
Yeah.
knitting. I think that's cool. And they have those really nice, beautiful velvet.
So
like,
they
chunky
want us to
yarns.
do 10 double crochets. So to do a double crochet, you wrap the yarn over the hook. You go the other way. There you go. Okay. Now, we're going to insert the hook into the last chain. Like that we
Mhm.
made. Okay?
Wait, you got something I don't
Okay.
have.
No,
I just
don't.
did it. If I pull it through, it's just going to make
No, I
another
didn't
chain.
say to do that. What I said was to wrap it over.
Did I wrap it enough? Maybe I didn't.
Listen
wrap
to
it
me,
enough.
Becca. Wrap it over and then insert the hook into the last chain that you
Oh,
made.
I go over
so,
one.
So look, when you look at this on the hook, you've got 1, 2, 3 strands of yarn.
So I go one behind, like this.
You go into the last chain you make. No. Go
This
into
one.
it. Like I said, if I didn't know you were right-handed, I would swear you were left-handed.
I mean, I
Okay.
might have been ambidextrous.
I don't know, maybe she's not.
I used to do a lot
Okay,
of
look.
left
watch,
stuff with my
watch,
left hand.
Watch. Okay. You wrapped it over. Where's the last chain? I think it's right here. Okay.
Oh.
All right. So now you got 3 strands of yarn.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we're going to grab that yarn and pull it through 2. And then we'll have 2
You're
left.
gonna have to explain this to
We'll
me
wrap
every
it
time.
again and pull it through the last 2.
See, I used to
That
crochet
makes a double
all
crochet.
the time, and I'm looking at this and I'm like, I don't remember any of this.
Okay, then I wrap it over again to do the next one. I insert it into the next chain. So I inserted in this chain, so here's the next chain. I put it through. Okay, I've got 3 on there, right? I wrap it over. I pull it through 2. This is tough thread.
And this is the nicer yarn,
Yeah, but I think the
nicer than
thing
what they
is
included.
the hook is too big.
Yeah.
Okay, pull it through 2.
Should I
Okay.
switch? To
Then I
this?
have. No, there's
It just
one that's
happens,
caught
I
on there.
know.
No. Then I should have 2 strands left. Then I wrap over and I pull it through the last 2. Okay.
Okay, walk. I'm
So
gonna
that-
do
that-
it, and I
that's
want you to
2.
walk with me, and I'm
Okay,
gonna
but-
adjust the
but
camera
notice,
so they can see a
Yeah.
little better.
like if you put it
Oh
on your
wow, dang, my This thing just died.
It's YouTube?
No, the Instagram one.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've been on YouTube.
Oh, for all that.
No, YouTube's good. And I am impressed that 9 people are watching me
It would
struggle with
probably be better
crochet.
if they could see
But
it
thank
from
you.
over our shoulder.
That's why I'd like to adjust the camera a little bit.
Because-
Actually, would you mind while she's showing me coming from behind and holding the camera and showing them?
Good. I'm almost done sharing.
Sure.
What would you prefer me do?
Finish sharing and then come show me. Thank you. Because I'm sure there are people who would like, I know there's channels where they show this stuff, but, while people are hanging out here, if we can show them, that would be great too. And that way they can ask questions if they have any. Okay. Unfortunately, Instagram just does not want to happen, which might be for the best. Okay, got it back. So you guys can see we're probably not gonna finish a cat sweater today, but my goal,
Yeah, 'cause we're just working on the gauge.
my goal is to at least finish it this week.
It's also really important that when you do this slip stitch, that you make all the stitches consistently the same size.
I tried, but I'm
Because this
struggling
next
with
one
the
that I'm
needle.
going to go into
It's
is
kinda
going to be
tight.
really tight.
Yeah.
So I put it over, yarn over, then I slip it in to the next chain, and I pull the yarn through. I got 3.
Mhm.
Yarn over, pull it through 2.
Mhm.
Yarn over, pull it through the last 2. I think.
Should I switch to this needle? It's a
Maybe
smaller
that's a triple
needle.
crochet. Let me go back and make sure.
So I do like that this book includes how to do these basic stitches, and it's fairly clearly illustrated, which is nice. I appreciate that.
When you invest in a crochet book, always make sure that you can understand. So here they're
Don't worry
saying
about the
go into the
Instagram
4th one. 3, bring it through 2, then bring it through 2. Okay.
Can I
Okay.
try?
So let's go back
Oh, you messed up?
because
Okay, so we're starting from the chain.
yeah, we're starting from the chain, and this time you're going to go through into the 4th. The 4th.
Did we mess up?
No, it's just that it gets stretched.
How important is it to have you in the shot versus
Not at all.
to be close?
You should be close so they can see.
Whoa. My tensioner. Yarn over, and let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3. It's kind of hard to see.
See, you do it the opposite way
This
I
is so
use.
tight.
There we go. Now I see the loops. They make like a V.
1,
The dupe said it looks like a bug.
2, 3. Here's number 4. So go into the 4th chain. Okay, yarn over, pull it through. Okay, then you've got 3 strands on your hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2.
And then we're gonna count 4
Okay,
again,
no,
or do we
that
need
was
to
just
chain the
first time.
top?
That's just when you're doing the
Oh, to get it over.
to get to the end. Okay, yarn over, go into the next chain, which is over here. Yarn over, you got 3. Yarn over, pull it through 2. Yarn over, pull it through 2.
Okay. Can I
Okay,
try
so
one?
that makes 1, 2, 3. Because this
Yeah.
one on the end that was all chains, that counts as
Yeah.
your first
So it
double
loops
crochet.
you.
Right, 1, 2, 3.
Okay.
So, see how I'm holding it like this? Like I'm holding a pencil,
Yeah.
okay?
Okay.
Not like this.
Wow. I never held my
Okay.
pencils right either. You can tell I was a child with learning disabilities.
No.
I was. That's one of
Not
the.
like that.
No, but that's one of the ways they can tell. Kids with ADHD always hold their, or often
Becca,
hold their
You
pencils
used
funny.
to put the pencil things on it to
I
make
know.
sure that you held it correctly.
I hold them all funny. But that's okay. Okay, so walk me through. I loop
Okay,
it
wait a minute.
like this.
Let me catch up with you.
Sure. So you're gonna do, oh, you're just getting back. So would you walk them through it again?
Okay.
So she's gonna explain how to
so
do
I
the
have to
looping
go
thing
through,
that she did
yarn
here.
over when you're at the end of your chain. To make the first double crochet, you have to count 4 loops down and then go into that one. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert, yarn over, pull it through. I've got 3 strands of yarn over, pull it through 2, yarn over, pull it through 2. So that makes your first 2 double crochets.
Y'all
This
know what I
loop on
think
the end and this one.
is really impressive is she taught herself how to crochet.
Yes, because my mother had to teach herself.
But
how
Mom
to
taught
crochet,
me how,
so we get
which I
punished
would
on
never
that.
have learned just from
Okay.
reading the book.
So from that point on, yarn over, go into the next chain, like that. Yarn over.
Wait, when you go into the next chain, are we talking about this one right here?
The one right behind. I can't tell with yours.
It
It's
looks
so
like
tight.
it, I
No,
know.
you're going underneath, and that's
Am
going
I?
to be
Okay,
a
let
problem.
me back out.
You need to go at the top. When I say go into the chain, you go into the top
What is the top?
the top thread, like this.
Oh,
Look.
this one.
Look, look,
Okay.
look.
So
Let me back
just
up.
this one right here.
Yeah, so just
Okay.
the top one, okay?
Yeah. And then I loop
Yarn
it, yarn
over,
over, and I pull through
Then I
one.
go in. No.
No?
I go
2?
in, yarn over, I pull it out. I've got 3,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
Have you got 3?
Well, this is 3.
Okay.
And then
yarn
I yarn
over,
over
pull
and I
it
pull
through,
through
2,
2.
yarn over,
Hold on. Pull it through 2.
pull it through 2. Okay, so
Yarn
now
over.
I have 3
And then pull
double
it through
crochets.
2.
Okay?
I always wanted to learn amigurumi, which is a type of really close crochet.
Okay, then I go to the next stitch, I yarn
Mhm.
over, go into, that's backwards. Bring it around, there you go. You go into the top of the next chain, just like this.
Oh, no, that did not work. This is loose. Let me back out. Oh, it's just getting tighter. I don't like this needle.
That's not why it's getting tighter. Stop.
I had it the other way though, and it
goes
didn't
like that.
loop.
It just looped. Okay, because you're going in the back of the stitch.
Yeah.
You need to go through the top of the stitch this way, going from the front. Because when you go in from the back, it's an entirely different stitch.
Oh.
Okay, because I learned that one in the last thing I did. So I go into
But
the
okay,
front.
so I did that,
I
and
go
look,
in through
it's
the
still
front.
loose.
It doesn't matter if it's loose.
No,
Yarn-
it's not even open. Okay.
Yarn
All right.
over.
I know I goofed.
Wait, where are you?
I don't know. I could do this when I was a kid, and I can't as an adult.
Okay.
That's nuts.
What you forgot to do is you forgot to do the yarn over first. Okay? Watch. Yarn over. Then go into the stitch.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
And
All
you
right. I
got
knew I was
3.
missing something.
Yarn over.
Yeah.
Pull it through. You got 3.
Okay.
See? Then you yarn over.
Uh-huh.
Go
Pull
through
it
the
through
first 2. Yarn over. Go
Pull
through
it
the
through
second
2.
2.
Yeah.
And that's a double crochet.
And see, y'all, if y'all want to
Everything
make fun of me,
comes
that's
around
okay.
This way. Okay, comes around this way.
But
From
you-
the back around to the front. Not from
Okay.
the front around to the back.
Okay, from the back around
From
to
the
the
back
front.
around to the front.
You can make fun of me, but
It's been a
people
while.
learn things different ways, and I don't mind making mistakes. I don't know everything. So back around to the front.
Okay, now you put it into the not the back of the stitch.
You're
the
right.
Front of the
I know.
Stitch.
I'm sorry. But this thing, it keeps coming.
Is it in the
undone.
way? Is it in the
Yeah,
way?
it is. I
Because you
really
don't
wanna
have
go the
enough
other
tension
way.
on your yarn.
Okay.
See, like on the sewing machine, you got that thing that you turn to
Mhm,
make it tight.
mhm.
This is what you use your finger for as a
Mm-hmm.
tensioner. You don't want it too tight because then it stretches your yarn and it makes all your stitches real small. You don't want to make it too
I'm
loose.
really struggling.
You don't want to make it too loose.
Yeah.
Because then it's hard to manipulate the thread, and also all your stitches are way too big.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see what you did. No, stop.
We are not going to get
Stop
a
where
cat
you
sweater
are.
today, but that's all
Okay,
right.
well, I might have to do step 2. Okay, you got it over.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the next step
Why
would
am I
be
struggling so much?
because your tension is not tight enough. You see?
Okay.
If you got it all loose like that,
Yeah.
then it's hard to manipulate. Over, then I put it into the next front of the stitch of the chain. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yarn over, pull it through. I got 3. Okay, yarn over, pull it through. 2.
Mm-hmm.
Yarn over, pull it through.
I think
2.
Joseph's reading the chat and laughing at
I'm
me.
laughing because I think I've got it.
Why don't you do it? No, I'm not being ugly. Come do it.
No.
Please?
There's all
Come
kinds of
try it.
men that do that kind
Yeah,
of
lots of
thing.
guys
It's
do.
not about being.
Just try it. I want to see. I'm not making fun of you.
I can
I
try.
think
right
it's
there.
cool.
Huh? Hold it like a pencil.
Yeah.
No, he does. He used to do
Okay. So
like
this
needlepoint.
part needs to be up,
Ask mom
right?
because she knows.
So,
Yeah, it has to be not
So-
too tight, but tight enough that it's not flopping all over the place.
So this is a single
Right.
loop.
yeah,
and
like
then
that.
I
In
put it
fact,
through.
I don't loop it with my fingers. I loop it with my hook. Okay, so I can keep this tight. I loop
Yeah.
it over my hook.
Okay, so I
Joseph's
start
gonna
like
make the
this,
cat sweaters.
And then, so when I loop it over once, do I go all the way down and hook it like that,
You
or is
got
that
two
two
loops.
loops?
That's
Okay,
two loops.
so
So
loop
after
like
you've
that.
looped it over once,
Find this chain here.
It's
So
going to be real tight
Is this
next
one the
to
chain, or is this one the chain? This piece or this piece?
it. It's like at the foot of the last stitch.
Yeah, if you see how this is in this chain right here,
Yeah.
so we go over one more right there,
So into
right into right here.
Okay, and I come at it
It'll
this
come out
way
the back.
or the other way.
You go in that way.
Okay.
Okay,
And then
you
loop
loop.
one
Wait,
more.
wait, push them back.
Yeah.
Okay, push them back.
And then loop one
Loop
more
it
time,
over.
and then pull through.
Pull it through that chain,
the
just that
chain.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold on, it's caught. Might have put too
You
much
gotta-
tension on that.
I think Joseph
And
will be
then
the one
loop it
knitting.
over
wait,
again.
No, it came
hold on.
loose.
Hold on.
I think,
Okay.
but once you get it, I think you'll be the one able to knit our kids' baby blankets.
Uh-huh.
You know, my
This
Nana.
is not knitting.
Hey Sam, looks like
Okay,
with that
loop
triple
over,
stitch you're
okay.
making, you're at
Then
the
go
phase where you're making
into
things
the
wider.
stitch.
No,
That's
Sam,
what I
we
did.
are
Grab
literally
it,
just learning
pull it
stitches
through.
again. Mom is
Oh, I-
showing both of us how to do it.
I think
Okay.
I pulled through the same way that I came in.
Okay,
You're
well,
supposed
here, you
to
do
pull
it.
out.
You're giving us more credit. We're just
Put it around
learning.
your finger to tension
Yeah.
it.
Uh,
I just-
do it
yeah.
that way.
But I'm glad Mom knows how to crochet because this would have been such a bungled
Okay,
mess.
so then-
Around the other way.
Oh,
around
right,
the
from the
back.
back. Yeah.
Okay. Now, just
So,
one time.
Yeah, I'm trying to. Let me, hands off. Let me
It's-
do it.
Whoa!
All right.
Okay.
So, if I can. I
I'm
can't
so
get
glad
the
I-
right distance.
Try winding it the other way on your finger.
Yeah, that could be it.
Yeah.
I was thinking I was doing it
There
the
you
best
go.
way, but all right. So then,
One loop
loop.
over, then
so it's
then
this
bring
one,
it back
this
this
big
way.
hole?
Bring it back
How's
this
Bo
way.
feeling
Yeah, but
about
which
this
hole am I going
project?
through?
He
You're
is
gonna go
100%
through-
not impressed.
This stitch went in this hole right here,
Yeah.
so you're
okay.
gonna bring it into this one right here.
Okay.
There
So-
you go. Pull
But I
it,
think
put it
he's
in
figured
there.
out we might not
Now-
ever
now bring it
finish
out.
one
Now
of
hold
these.
on. You don't want all your stitches on top of each other.
Yeah.
Okay,
Alright,
now
so they're
loop it
separated.
over.
Loop around.
One time. One
And then-
time.
Oh,
Okay.
hey, Allie.
Bring it through
Pull
that
through.
one hole.
So the same hole that it went through.
Joseph's learning how to do crochet.
But it still needs to be hooked, right?
It will be hooked.
Okay, so don't
Yeah,
unhook
he's
it. That
saved
was
by
my
chaos.
problem,
Okay.
that
Hey,
I
Mom.
Now
unhooked it.
you have 3
So
strands of
pull
yarn.
them down,
Okay,
and then
right?
loop over one more
Okay,
time,
loop over.
and then pull through 2.
Pull it through 2. And if you don't want to make wait, hold on. You're getting ready. You ready?
just
Getting ready to
unhooked.
drop a stitch or something. Okay, you got your 3. Okay.
Yeah. So loop over,
You loop over. You bring it
and then
through.
pull through 2.
And the trick here is to not make it too tight.
Mhm.
Because if you make it too tight, you will struggle.
Sure.
And then you'll be pulling pieces of yarn apart and it'll get all tangled.
Yeah.
So loop it over, bring it through the first 2,
Mhm.
loop it over, bring it through the last 2. Okay, so you
It's
start
the-
there.
it's the tension that I have no idea how to do. All right,
It's-
I think
it's-
this way was the best way for it. So loop it over, bring it through
2,
these 2. Oh,
loop over.
caught on something.
Oh, indoor craft lessons sounds really fun. I wish
I think
our
I
resource,
think
our
it
Yeah,
kind of
resources,
separated
Yeah,
there.
had been
yeah,
like
you
that.
caught it.
They just
Yeah.
had
That's why
us
you gotta
sit
be
inside
careful.
and do nothing.
Just
But
wanna do
craft
it.
would have
Yeah.
been way more
I'll
fun.
try to undo it. So it goes through these
And that-
2,
and that
I believe. All right, so that's back to where I was. I believe. Is that back to where I was,
No,
or
let's
did I
see.
put it through a different one?
You got that problem with that strand,
Yeah, it kind of
that
separated.
one thread. Okay, now I think it's okay now. No, it's not okay. Hold on. There it is. That's
Yeah,
where it was,
yeah.
right there. Okay, smooth it out and try it again.
Yeah, so
Loop
that's
over.
1, and I need to go back through, right?
Loop like we're at the same place. Okay, loop over.
Okay.
Did you
and
loop
then-
over?
Yeah, it's already
Okay,
looped.
now go into your next chain.
Yeah, it's the next chain. I can't ever
can't
figure out
find
which
it.
one is the next
This
chain.
is the one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one that you're
Honestly,
going
Go
Hema,
into
Ann
that?
Arbor
Wait,
is
yeah,
my
unlooped.
my model
Got
for
a
what I
retention.
want St. Charles Parish to eventually become.
Okay, so go through.
Yeah,
I think
that.
it's so
Yeah,
cool that
okay.
you guys have all these like arts and crafts and comics.
Grab the
programs.
thread.
Hold on, I
with the
gotta-
book.
it's tension too
Degassing
tight. I
resin.
need
Are you
to
using a
slide
heat
it
gun,
down.
Sam?
Okay, slid it down some. So then I looped over and then I pulled through one.
Mm-hmm.
Stay hooked. Yeah, I don't have the
It's not-
acuity to know.
Well,
how
also,
exactly to
if
hold
you
everything.
turn it down
Oh, then it's easier to
a
pull
little
through.
bit, then it's easier to pull through.
And
Okay, so
then
now you
all
got
that
3 on
slides
there, right?
down, Loop
Loop-
one more
Loop
over.
over, pull it through,
Two.
and turn your hook down.
Okay,
Sure.
so I have 10 loops.
Turn it toward facing down
Can you
like this.
can
and-
you when you have a chance explain how to go back again? So I want to do count 4. Do I loop over
loop over and go
and then I
into
count 4?
the front
1,
of the
2,
4th
3.
chain at the top strand.
Did that too
4.
tight.
Okay,
Okay, loop over.
and then I pull through.
You're looping from front to back. Loop back. There you go. Bring that through one of the loops. Okay, you should have 3 strands.
and then I
loop over,
2,
bring it through 2,
and then
Oh.
loop over.
loop over, bring it through the
I
last 2.
feel like I messed that up, but let's see.
Let's see.
So is it just supposed to be 1 and then I loop over 1 more and then pull through that?
Yeah, this is the last one. No, it's not the last one. That's the
I thought
second
I
last
pulled
one,
it through
and
two.
then
Rather. Oh wait, you have a pressure pot. Ooh, that's gonna be a vacuum chamber. That you should record that. That's gonna be cool to see. One of my friends is doing resin stuff tonight, and that sounds
Okay, so
neat.
that's gonna
Mom's
be the
kind of
next
bummed
loop.
because she really likes the
So
resin
you're gonna
stuff
do this
too.
loop, and then you're gonna do
She was hoping for resin.
that loop.
Oh, I
Okay.
can't get
So
this.
Okay,
Loop
loop
it one more
over,
time. Yeah, loop over.
go
Right.
into the front of the
this one.
chain,
Loop over one more time. And then the front of the chain.
right,
So
front of the chain.
that's, you said that was this one or
Mhm,
this
It's the one you
big
said.
one? Okay.
And remember, hook down.
Yeah.
Turn your hook down. It makes it easier to pull things back through. You got it through the top of the chain.
So I got
Loop
3 at
over
the top.
again.
Hold on. Need to retention. Okay. Loop over. So that's 4.
And
Am I
bring it
supposed to have 4?
through.
So you only have 3.
Okay, let me back
but have
up.
you not looped over?
Let me back up. This
Okay.
is what I did. Okay, here I am getting ready to loop over.
Yeah.
Go into the top of my chain.
Yeah.
Grab the yarn. And so now I've got 3.
Even though I'm
Okay,
off
and I'm
camera,
just not
I'm
supposed to
also
have-
trying
So
to
like this,
work
or
along
It's
with
should I
them,
loop-
twisted, so it's hard to see.
and I'm really
Okay.
struggling.
Okay, loop over.
Yeah.
This
And
needs to
back
be
through
tighter.
it.
I just
Retention
can't
needs to be
figure it
tighter.
out.
Yeah.
I used to
Bring
do
it to
this all
2.
the time.
Bring it through 2. So
That
like
one.
that, and
And
this one.
it makes it harder now.
Yeah.
No,
I
that's
think I
fine.
might have pulled it. Oh, that one stays on there, and then I pull
I
it
don't
through.
know.
Yeah, I think you're right.
So you should have
Oh.
2 left on there.
Yeah.
Okay, loop over. And bring
and
it through
then pull
those 2.
through. Okay.
I really
You know
struggle
what
with
you
the
need to
leap,
do?
loop over.
If you are out of practice, the best thing you can do is just do rows and rows and rows of this stuff. And what'll end up happening, because you want consistency. You want all of your stitches the same size. You want all your chains at the top to be consistent also. Because if you have some real little and some real big, it's going to make it harder.
Well,
Yeah, I just can't get the tension that good. That's my
Mhm.
issue with it.
Yeah.
It's not so much
It
the.
takes practice. It
it's-
really does.
It's not so much the like concept. It's
Mhm.
the
Yeah.
making sure everything is.
Well, it's odd working with your fingers like that too.
yeah.
When you see somebody that's been crocheting for a while, they can whip through this
So
stuff real
fast.
fast.
It's just
Yeah.
But
muscle memory.
it's muscle memory, and it's also knowing just how tight they like to have it.
Mm.
Yeah. See, most of mine are too tight. I feel like, because like trying to pull this through these 2 loops,
Well, I
Do you-
think
Yeah.
the more you
it
do
just
it,
catches on.
Yeah.
The more you do it, the
easier it
better you
gets.
get.
yeah.
because I used to do this. What's the difference
I
between
think I got
crochet and knitting? There's a lot of differences. So crochet, you
Uses
use
a hook.
one hook. With knitting needles, you use two hooks.
Yeah, you do two,
So,
not hooks.
Was I
Two
supposed to-
needles.
Was
Y'all
I
are
supposed
right.
to pull through those two, or was I
Let's
only
see what
supposed
you
to
did.
pull
Okay,
through
that-
one?
That, okay, let's try it again.
I'm about ready to give up.
I know.
It's
Don't-
the tension.
Honestly,
a lot of it has
too,
to do with the tension,
doing
but
the
also,
double crochet is so when I was a girl and mom was teaching me, she made me do chains and chains and chains and chains and chains
A
until
single
I could
crochets.
do
yeah,
it perfect.
yeah.
Sure.
And then she taught me double crochet, which is basically where you do it on the next
Like
line
a stitch on top of a
until I
stitch.
could do it
Mhm.
perfect.
So you see, feel how tight that is.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wrap it over.
Yeah.
Okay, I put it in, I grab it, I pull it through. I've got 3. Pull it through 2,
Mm-hmm.
wrap over, pull it through 2.
I think I might have missed that last wrap over.
Okay.
And my
So you
I think
grandmother
I just hooked
You've
one
got
of those
one
stitches.
left, one stitch left.
my
right here.
grandmother
See?
gave me
stitch
this
right
big bag of
Sure.
like reject yarn. Like it was just
It was
itty
leftover
bitty
yarn.
ends and but I loved it because
But the
it was
trick, You
free.
got to
I could practice.
see how I've got my hook down.
Mm-hmm.
It makes it easier when you're going in. It makes it easier when you're coming out. If it's down a
1,
little bit. If
2,
it's like
3,
this, it's
4,
going to be really hard. It's
5,
going to catch on all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
6,
So kind of keep your hook this part
7,
down.
Okay.
Okay, you got one left.
8,
Yeah.
9, 10. And then I need to loop around and double back
Right.
and count 4.
Yeah, I came from the back. I
Over.
wanted to make sure I did it from the
1, 2,
back.
3,
Ooh,
Right.
This needs to be
4.
tighter.
And I will tell you this, when you first start something, like those first couple of rows, until you have something you can grab on with your other fingers,
Mm-hmm.
these other fingers, it's kind of hard.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're just getting started and it's just, you're working with a little piece.
I mean, at least for right now, I think I might have gotten it. Because the whole time she's been showing him, I've been trying to practice and learn. Like, just because I'm off camera doesn't mean I'm not trying.
From the back.
Yeah, over,
So,
over.
and
then pull it through.
Yeah. So
Pull
it
it
pulls
through
through one.
This one, right, okay, now you got
I think I
3.
got it!
Slide it
Yeah,
along.
3 on your hook.
Yeah.
Okay, over,
Over.
and pull it, remember, the hook needs to go down.
Okay.
Because you
And
want
then
to
it
grab
goes
it and you
through
want to be able to pull it
Those
through
two.
that one.
Yeah, see, I did that too tight. I
It's too
keep on
tight.
doing them
Yeah,
too
you
tight.
can you can feel it when it's too tight because it
Yeah.
won't go through as easily.
Yeah.
Also, wood. I
Use
don't know,
the plastic
Plastic,
one.
metal,
Use the green plastic one because that's what I'm using and it made it so much
yeah,
easier
there's more
than what I was
resistance with
doing.
the wooden one. So
The
but
wood,
that's what
that
they
wood
used to
one
use in the old
is a
days.
fight. And scrimshaw, which is made from like whale.
Whalebone.
Yeah.
Alright, I loosen this up some. Stay
see, okay,
over.
hold on now. Hold on. So far you're good.
I'm just trying
Okay.
to loosen it.
Let's
yeah,
okay.
so
Well,
that I
let's
can
put
pull
it put
through.
it back through here. That'll because this is wider right here anyway.
Mhm, so that I'm
So
actually
then we
stretch
loop
it.
over,
Yeah. And then just pull through those
pull it
two.
through 2, loop over.
And pull through
Pull
those
it
last
through
two.
2. And there you go. Well,
Yeah.
is there one more? Yeah, I think there's one more. Yeah, there's one more. Okay,
Tell
one
ya.
more. But it's when they're pulled so tight, and that's
Mm-hmm.
one of the hard things about doing
Being
it at the beginning is those
consistent, right.
chains. If you make your chains too small, then it's really hard to work with.
Sure.
It really is, and the more frustrated, the tighter it becomes. But let's go ahead and change out to this one. That might be a little.
I'm
bit
having an easier time
and
with the
again,
plastic
you
one.
want your hook
Hook
going down
down,
like
yeah.
that. Okay, wrap over.
Yeah,
So how tight is too tight? Until, I mean, you don't want to pull it so tight it stretches the yarn, but you want it taut.
So it goes through this big hole, or
It goes through, yeah, I kind of made it bigger.
And this also
Yeah.
goes to
Wait,
show you
this
guys.
tip, or
You
right
can
here.
you can have a skill and never
through the
practice
front
it.
of
Like
it.
I used to
Yeah.
crochet all the time and I
Okay.
quit.
Oh.
And now I'm like, oh, I don't know how to do it.
yeah. Oh,
This is hard
yeah, I need to
because
point
you're
the
at
hook
the
down.
end, and it's just hard to deal with like that. Over, and that's why I use the rest of my fingers. And I kind of
Work it.
work it through.
Hey,
I grab it, I pull it through.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
see
so
how I'm using
tiny,
my other fingers
and I
to
think
kind
I
of
lost
Hold
stitches in
everything
there.
together? Okay.
Yeah.
But, you
That's-
know,
I think I
I
need to do that more
actually
too,
started
because
to kind of get the hang of
that
it.
seems like it does well to
Hey,
make sure everything has
also,
the appropriate tension.
ostensibly,
Like
Okay,
on
let's
the,
move
We
this out
are
the
making
way.
cat sweaters,
Yeah,
but
what
really
is
we're
that?
actually learning how to crochet all over
That's the
again because
tail
we
of it.
forgot.
Remember,
Well, I
taut.
never
one more,
knew.
One
Yeah.
more loop.
yeah, I know.
You're
I'm
doing
just
great
trying
though.
to get
Okay.
the tension right. I
Okay,
feel
now
like.
you're gonna go through 2. And
Yeah,
remember,
okay,
turn
so-
this
Yeah.
down and it makes it a little bit easier to get it through those,
All right. That
those strands.
might be able to pull it through that. Let me try.
Patience.
It looks like it just went
I
into
think
the hook.
you just tightened it though
Yeah.
when you did that.
So if you're new here today,
Okay, now try that
this is
again.
my husband Joseph, and
Okay.
that's my mom, and she's showing him how to crochet because
No, it went this way.
eventually we will learn how to
Well,
make
look,
beautiful
one more loop on your
crochet
finger.
cat sweaters,
okay.
but
Okay,
probably not today.
Off there,
Then
and
you
then
don't pull while you're doing it. Okay,
Okay,
now go ahead and
so-
start pulling it through the first 2.
see, they're just
slowly.
all kinds of
I know.
bunches
Just
up.
take it slow. Just edge it, kind of work it back.
Yeah, see, they keep
Okay.
on tightening. I just don't know what I'm doing to make them tighten. It's definitely something I'm doing though. It's not just naturally
See how I'm
happening.
holding this? I'm holding it like this because it kind of holds.
So you're not pulling down, you're just holding
I'm
it?
just holding it down a little bit to open those loops
Yeah.
so that I can get this through. Okay?
It's
Not too much.
way harder than it seems.
Mm-hmm. It is.
Again, it's not the process. The process seems easy
Right,
to me.
right, right,
it's
It's
right,
the
finesse.
coordination,
Right,
yeah.
It's the manipulation.
And
of
you
the-
know, a
the
lot of
product.
these handicrafts that were traditionally done by women were originally done as
Okay,
just
so
part of the
there's your 3.
household,
Remember,
having
you want
things for the
some
household.
tension, but you
Mhm.
don't want it too tight because then the holes are too small. You don't want it too loose because then it kind of gets away from you.
Yeah.
So then you yarn over and see how I'm holding this right here? I'm holding it open. 2. Yarn over 2. And that's your double crochets. And look, I can see a mistake right
Yeah.
here already.
I
'Cause
found
there's
one of
2 of
mine
them
too.
in one loop. That's an increase, and that's not what we want to do right now. That's a different situation to increase because there are times when you have to increase. So we'll go back and undo, and that's another thing about crochet is if you make a mistake,
And that
don't
happens.
just keep going because you don't feel like undoing 20 rows of stitches.
when you finally
When you
realize
finally
you
realize
messed
you
up.
screwed up.
That's how it goes.
Yes, you got
So when
it.
I was in swim for years, Mom would bring her crochet
And I'd
while
be-
I was doing swim lessons, and she
Yeah.
made these curtains.
Yeah, there you go.
And
I made a
took-
bedspread
So
too.
where's
Forever.
Where's
Okay,
the next?
so
'cause
now
that's
you're
what
at
I
the
can't
end of the row.
identify.
Yes. What do we do at the end of
At
the
the
row?
end of the row, you make 4 chains, I think. Let's just say double crochet.
Oh, so we can loop over again. That makes sense. I was not ever. I don't think I ever
Work
picked that
another
up as a
double
kid.
da-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think you do 4 chains here. Let me back up some. Yeah, you have to do, I think 3 chains. 1,
2,
2.
3, because that gives us room to
Three
make the
chains.
next
I have no
layer.
idea. So you went
Okay.
over once.
Watch.
Okay,
This
but
is
I
where I
started
ended
twice.
up. Okay, you see, I
That's
over
once.
and I pull it through. That makes a chain.
Oh, okay. Let me retension, and I can try to do that.
Over,
So,
over, not the other way.
oh,
There you go.
Right from the back.
Now pull it
Now pull
through.
that through.
That's 1 chain. That's
Okay.
1 chain. Do it again. That's
Slide
2
along. So
chains.
from the back, and oh, I just tightened it. Let me move it back up.
He's doing quite
I know.
well.
I know. He's got
Very
patience.
I got it.
patient.
And you do that 3 times.
Yeah.
So that's going to make your
from the
first
back.
double crochet for the next row.
Slide that back along.
Remember to turn that hook down
Yeah, I
because it's easier to get
I
it
keep
through
on
the
manipulating
bottom.
it up and down.
It gets easier to get it through the bottom.
Okay, I got 3 chains.
All right, now we turn it over
What?
like this. We turn it around. See, this is where we were,
So twist it to the right.
and then we turn it around. So that's your first, and then I have to move my hook
I don't understand what you mean by turning around.
to the other side.
So literally twist this.
Okay,
Like,
so like this is where you were. This was the end. Okay? So what we do is we turn it over, and then we turn our hook around. Okay?
Okay,
And then
so
we
you just
start-
made like a loop.
And no, we just
And
start
then-
all over again.
Okay.
And now we're gonna go this way. Yeah, you got some extra ones in
Oh,
there
I
somewhere.
goofed that, I think.
The last three were pretty good, okay? But I mean, just keep practicing. That's all you can do, just keep
It's
practicing.
tricky.
It's only tricky because
We haven't
you're not
done
used to
it,
doing
yeah.
it, and you haven't done it in a
A
long time.
long time.
So again, the same thing.
And to be frank,
Yarn
I wasn't
over
very
in your
disciplined when
first-
I did do
And now
it.
this time, when we were going in the chains, we only did the top part of the chain. Okay? From once you get past that first row, now you're going to go into both of the chain. And that'll
Okay.
be easier to see too.
Both.
Grab it. Yeah, look.
I mean, I
Okay.
remember doing both way back in the day. I just gotta unpick some stitches. And
This should be
getting
very
started is
calming.
always hard. Well,
I mean, it's not
It's
stressful.
not stressful. Yeah.
Becca
it's-
used to sit on the floor like this, and she
Yeah.
was always doing
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
She was either sewing or she was
Drawing or
drawing or she
sewing
was so always doing something. Okay,
embroidery.
yarn over, and it's going to go through the top two.
Okay.
Same thing, yarn over, pull it through. You got 3 stitches. Yarn over, bring it through the first 2.
Okay.
Yarn over, bring it through the last 2.
I mean, that's why
So now you've got two stitches.
I have comic
I see that.
characters
I
who
think- wait
like
a
to
minute,
make
maybe
things.
It's building up this way though. I thought you're supposed to be building.
It is.
The other
It's going to
direction.
go. It's going to keep going that way.
Oh,
look,
okay.
like that.
Oh, yeah, I see. Because you're.
And you're going to
now
go
in-
across. You're making another row. That looks like.
Oh dear, that can't be. Whatever. We'll see. I'll finish it out and see.
It's in the 4th one. Okay, so I should have skipped a stitch.
I think Mom's gonna be the one making the cat sweater, and we're gonna be the ones.
And I'm not
cheering
making a
for
cat
her.
sweater.
You could maybe mangle a cat sweater.
I'm
Just
What?
like
not-
yarn that's
Okay.
kind of.
So you skip this first one and go to the next one,
Okay.
and then you pull it through.
You
But the
have
next
to.
one will be. We're not going to skip.
Exact. No, you're
on the
not.
next
You only do
one.
that on the turn.
You have to
Okay.
make the cat. Someone has to make the cat sweater, and I don't think Joseph and I can.
Well, you just have to try hard enough. Okay.
Well, I couldn't tell you if this kid's a good kid or a bad kid because
So, are we making 3 sweaters now, or what is?
I wanted to try and
Practice.
pick the skill. Yeah, pick the skill back up. This isn't even for the sweater. This is just remembering how to do the
The
stitches.
patterns.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm thinking not skip. You don't want it to increase.
It just doesn't seem like it's attaching to.
It
the-
is.
Okay.
It's just you don't want it to if that's whether or not we should skip that stitch or not. But I don't think it's going to increase, and so you just keep going down the lane.
And then if you want to do another row, you do 3 chains.
So
Over.
this one is my next one.
That's
right?
your next one.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's going to be a lot easier to see now because you're going to do it into the top 2. That's the chain. You see? Right here.
Sure.
That's the chain we're going into. Yarn over. You got 3. Yarn over. Bring it through 2. Yarn over. Bring it through 2.
So it's this one, I think.
Go through both
Yeah.
of them. Yeah. Yarn over. Okay. You need more tension on your yarn. I think that's two. I think that's 2 loops. Yeah. You come from behind. Make 1 loop like that, and then bring it
Why
through.
don't when we're doing the first
Whoops.
row
no,
of double
you wound it
stitches?
twice.
Oh,
when we're doing the first row of double
That
stitches?
counts as 1 wand.
yeah. Even
And
if it's
you
not
pull it
in the
through.
hook.
You're
Yeah.
just pulling the yarn through.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
Why are we not going through both loops? Why only go through one?
mean the first row.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you go through both of them, then I don't know. It leaves you with a line. If you go back and look at your bottom row, on the bottom side of it.
Mm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It just doesn't look the same.
Oh. So could it be a taste thing then?
A what?
Taste like whether or not you like how that looks?
No.
2, and then slide along,
Over.
flip over, goes through
No, no, no,
both
no, no,
these,
no.
right?
Oh, yeah.
If I
Because
can-
you've already done that once, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there you go.
Yay.
So yarn
But
over.
It's very loose now. It would be
I
too
know.
tight
See,
to too loose.
it's about the tension. It's
Yeah.
about the tension. And you see, that's something else is when you're doing this, you want your product to look consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the
so
more
that's what we're doing.
the
No, but
more
the more
you
you
do
practice,
it, the more
Yeah.
it gets better.
Yeah.
Because like my second
Yeah.
row is awful. My first row is terrible. My second row is awful, and then my last row is like, okay, she's
Yeah.
finally getting it.
and it's because
Because it's been
you're getting a feel for that
how
tension.
many years? Gosh, I think I quit
It's
when
gonna
I
come
was
back.
like 10 or 12.
It's kind of like riding a bike.
So it's been over 20 years. No, about 20 years. Yeah.
It's kind of like riding a bike. I mean, when you first get back on a bike again after not being on it for all that time, you're a little rusty, but you're not like you've never ridden it before. And this is the same way.
Let me pull it back out. Okay.
No,
So,
the
from
other
behind,
way. Right.
Yeah.
And this is too loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, your
I had
tension.
it right.
And your
I
hook
went
needs to
through-
go down.
Yeah. So I went through this one, and that didn't seem right.
You see?
Is that correct?
Let's see, let go. What do you mean you went through this
I
one?
went through.
That's right.
Oh, okay.
That's
I mean,
right.
it came out kind of funky. I don't know if it was
Nope,
because stuff is loose.
Nope, but you got to keep your tension the same. Keep your tension consistent. And it's somewhere between too tight and too loose.
Yeah.
It is relaxing though. I mean, I'm gonna have a
It can
fit
be. It
learning
can
how to do the sweater.
be. When you
It's
realize
gonna stress me
that
out.
you've done something wrong and you have to pull all the thread out for the last
Well-
5 rows, then it can be very stressful until you get back to the point where it's right again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woof.
And I do a lot of
Pulling.
pulling. It's amazing I've gotten through some of the things that I've gotten through because
Curtains. They were big.
yeah, but you know what was good about the curtains? It was a pattern.
Yeah.
And all I had to do, that feel-like crochet is nothing but single, is it double crochets or single crochets?
I thought it was single and
It's-
double
it's
to
double
make the
crochets.
pattern.
But you're filling in blocks.
Yeah. So really,
So,
you could create your own
like-
pattern using grid paper once you
Yeah,
get
you
good
could.
enough.
You could.
Hmm.
Because the difference is, like to make a grid, you do a double crochet, then you chain 4, and then you skip 4 spaces and do another double crochet. And that makes like a block. And if you want to fill it in with the filet, you do double crochet, then you count how many. Each darkened block is 4 double crochets. So there's nothing fancy in that. It's like making a picture
Mm-hmm.
with just double crochet.
And that's kind of cool. I mean, it's very time consuming.
And you could do that. You could do something like that with this stuff too.
Yeah,
Like you
I
could
think-
make a big Afghan.
Yeah, I think
has
for
that
me
kind of
that
stuff.
would be a better use of what patience I have.
Well, it's going to increase, isn't it? Your patience.
You know, I've actually found that it's harder for me to focus on long-term stuff over the years. I used to have a lot of patience for drawing.
But you
and
know
crafts.
what? You know what? When you're a kid, you'll try all
Chicken
kinds
incident.
of things.
Yeah, Joseph's learning how to crochet.
You'll try all kinds of things because it doesn't bother
Well,
you so
I'm not
much.
being consistent, but I just did 3 pretty quick. So
Well, I guess there's something to complain about.
John
huh?
reads some of
It
these
looks
comments.
good,
Huh?
and they
Okay.
are
John
looking
reads
kind of
some of these.
consistent.
Oh, yeah, that
because
would be
James-
helpful.
Bailey Lonnie says, haha, I have to go downstairs and deal with a chicken incident. And I come back and Joseph is just chilling with Becca's mom.
Yeah.
LOL.
Learning how to
And
crochet.
Bailey Lonnie also says, so cute.
sure.
Yeah, well.
Well, you know, there was a time we did not ever imagine this in our reality, Horatio.
Yeah, I'm curious what my mom would think if he told her I was sitting here crocheting.
I don't
Not that
know.
I never expressed interest in
Yeah,
something like this,
I
but
don't know.
You could be making pot holders, all
Yeah.
kinds of
Oh, I
stuff.
tell you, surprise her at Christmas time.
That's
All
right.
these
True.
pot
Except you
holders.
can't really use them
Or we
around
could
a stove because
make
it melts.
an Afghan.
You could, or you could make an Afghan for
A bunch
Bowie.
of squares.
A Bowie,
A
yeah.
Bowie Afghan.
You make a bunch of squares and just stitch it
Yeah.
together.
Yeah,
Yeah.
make granny squares and make
Yeah.
an Afghan like that.
And for
Yeah,
some
that's
people,
kinda
that's more
cool.
feasible because it's a
Yeah.
little bite at a time, and then you sew them together.
Yeah.
That way you can make it as big or as small
Keep your
as you want.
tension.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep your tension, not too tight, not too loose.
We have been hatching baby chicks for my husband's mom, but we went back and got the original 3 we hatched. I don't like how the chat fades very quickly. Sorry.
It's probably still up on the screen if Paula can read it.
What'd
Got
you
the
say,
original
Mr.
3 we
Bo?
hatched. They're older, but not one remaining adult chicken is being mean.
Oh.
Miliani also says, and then the duck is just following suit and being a turd too. So they got put outside.
That's just ducks, though, right?
No, ducks and chickens can be very pet-like.
Hamashi,
I mean, they are pets.
I've seen
says,
more
"What's an
people
Afghan?"
lately walking around holding chickens.
I have a lot of
And
friends.
I would never have done
I have
that.
a lot of friends who have pet chickens that they've raised, and they treat
Yeah,
them like
they treat them like their
pets.
pet bird.
An,
you know,
an Afghan is just a blanket, like a crochet blanket. They're all good pets. I love my chickens.
not too tight. Not too
Yeah, if we end up with
Yeah,
enough
it's
property, I'd actually like to keep a few chickens.
Well, then you have to watch out for.
Foxes,
Foxes.
raccoons.
Milani also says, haha, we've had them for years, but they die really easily.
That's what I've heard. They can.
Hamashi,
Didn't feel
Uegama
good.
says,
It's supposed to
"Ooh,
have
I see.
3, right? And
Big
ended up
Duke
with
says,
4.
"I
Okay,
want
let's
a
see.
chicken."
I don't know.
I
what
have a
happened.
friend who
Something
makes
almost
little
felt like it popped. It didn't
pancakes
actually
for her
pop, but it
chickens.
just felt
Yeah.
weird.
What is
Yeah.
this? Why do you have 2
Uegama
on this?
Uegama says, chimkin. And his
That's the
says,
problem. Right
Where you
there.
get
where
'em?
you get them.
So if you live in kind of a rural
Let's go
area,
back to where
there
the
are
problem
farm
wasn't
supply
there.
stores where you can get them. Like
There's definitely at least
in
one
Metairie,
stitch
you
ago,
can
I
buy
don't know
baby
about
chicks
further
at
than
Jefferson Feed.
Yeah,
Doesn't
you
matter
can,
what
you can
you want.
order them. Okay, over. Okay, you had it
Milani
under.
says, yes,
bring
they're
it
so
through.
fun.
Now
but
you
yeah,
got your
everything
3.
keeps
Yeah.
them. We had camera footage of things stalking them, and then
Oh,
then they'll
Yeah.
live long, like 3 to 5 years. One about just passed of old age.
oh.
Well, they were lucky to pass
Yeah.
of old age.
Hamashi Uegama says, my dad's family apparently kept chickens and other animals at their house in Sri Lanka, like
cool.
rabbits and cats and
Ooh.
dogs.
We got plenty of rabbits.
Yeah, the
When
wild
Devin, when
kind.
Devin likes to think about, when everything goes apocalyptic, and he talks about going to the grocery store, and I keep telling him
What grocery
there
store?
will be nothing left.
Look,
Because the
everyone
first thing
in
they'll do
Louisiana
is they'll
lives
clean out
like it's
anything
the
fresh.
apocalypse.
They'll clean out everything fresh immediately,
Uh-huh.
and then you don't want what's still there because that'll be starting to be puffy.
Yeah.
Even the cans will start to
Yeah,
puff.
people.
So I said the best
like-
thing you could do is get a book about edible plants
Yeah.
in southeast Louisiana because we got plenty
Yeah,
of
I've been
rabbits
wanting-
around our house.
I've been wanting to
It
take
could be
foraging
rabbits for a long
classes for a
time.
while, partially so I can write better comics, but also
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just interested in that. Okay, all right. I think I
Yeah, 'cause
might have
we
got
that
it.
swamp right behind our
Oh
house. We
yeah,
could go.
there's all kinds of stuff you can eat in there. Papa, it's not
Except
the best.
it's getting
but
wider. I bet you don't have 10 stitches anymore.
I know, no.
Where do I go from here? Because that
Okay.
doesn't
oh, yeah,
look
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Am I
that
at the
doesn't look
end?
right.
Oh, it's good. Is that yours, Becca?
This
It's
one,
good.
yeah.
Okay. The
Try it
end
on
would
Bowie
be
now.
this, I think this last stitch.
He
right
doesn't
here.
Really long,
Okay.
Lonnie says that
Yeah,
would be a
I
cool
think that would
comic,
be it.
Becca.
So one more
Natural
stitch.
things you could forage
So I
in
go into-
Louisiana.
One more double crochet
That
right
one
here.
or that- Okay,
This one right here.
gotcha.
And then it will look like that.
Theoretically.
No, if we go through that one stitch.
The boy.
Okay, this is too tight right here. Okay.
Hey, it feels
Yeah,
loose to me.
I know, but it has to be somewhere between tight and loose. Okay. Now go in.
He's just chilling there.
Grab, pull it through,
There's a bunch of stuff like that.
and it does
in
get
town.
hard.
Yeah, and
on
I'd
the
like
end.
to write
Okay. Now you got
more
your
of
3.
it, which is why I'd like to
Don't
take a
pull it too
foraging
tight.
class because I like
Round,
in my
over,
dorky dream world,
pull
I
it
would like
over.
to
First two.
include recipes
Oh.
of like how you can cook what Lilliputians eat.
Okay.
Did that do it right? It looks like there's 2 things on there.
I do, but
just
that's
to
like
grab
human
something
thread.
recipes.
You grab
That's like
an
red
extra
beans and
thread.
rice and stuff,
Okay.
which is cool too, but
That's why-
not
That's why I hold
Not
it
the
open.
same.
Leilani said that would be so
Because if you hold it open, then
someday.
you can see
I was
it
gonna
better.
take foraging classes in Nashville, but the lady who does them developed
Right.
cancer, unfortunately, and she retired.
And also, when I'm doing this, I move these threads back a little bit.
Yeah, I'm trying to do that too.
Okay, and then I grab it. Okay, I got 3 over. Bring it through 2.
Bean bun hot
Mama,
dogs.
Bring it through
I like
2.
the idea
Okay,
of
so
bean
there you
bun
go.
hot dog.
So
Now
then the
we
next
turn
thing you
it
do
around.
is you do your 3 chains.
Yeah.
I don't think we
chain.
could replicate that.
And then you're gonna turn around after you do your 3 chains and go into yarn over into this stitch.
Well, I
Okay.
have so many volume 2, so when you order it, I can send it out to you.
Yeah.
Chain.
And where's the best place to get a
You
copy?
know how to make
of
the
it? Like
chain?
a business, SEO, whatever.
See, chain is
Probably my website. So
Wrap.
at natosoup.com
And
slash
then
shop.
that makes
I mean,
a
if you
chain.
do it through
Wrap and
Amazon,
fold,
I'm
right?
fulfilling it
Like
too.
That's what makes a
Amazon
chain.
on your website.
On my
I don't know
websites,
what
the-
helps
when you
better.
get to 3.
My website helps more because I can talk to you guys about selling stuff on Amazon later
We're
on
front for a
because
second, but
Joseph's
then pull
been
through.
figuring all that out. But
Okay.
Amazon
Okay.
eats a really
Can we
big chunk
flip
of that,
this
and we're
over?
still paying
Hold
to
on,
ship
And
it.
look, I'm holding it
Yeah.
with my
Looks a
little
little loose.
fingers.
Wasn't that a thing? Like they cut a bean in half to use as a hot dog bun? Yeah,
Yeah, that-
that was
that's
one of the
pretty loose,
illustrations
isn't it?
I
Is that
did. But
okay?
I don't know that I
Turn it
could
over like
replicate
this.
Yeah.
that.
And then
And
you
then-
turn this around.
And then undo
No,
my
thank you.
fingers or
Yeah,
whatever.
undo your fingers.
Really
Or
easy
leave 'em.
one, yes.
And then yarn over. It's going to be like, should be like this. Let's move this behind me.
What are you still? What are
Now go
you?
ahead and take your yarn and make your tension.
Oop.
I'm going to pull this tighter too because it's loose.
Pull what tighter?
Right
The-
here.
Like pull that in?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
Yarn over,
From the back.
right, and then you're going to go into that first.
I think
First
it's
chain.
this guy. That's
see?
the first, right?
It's probably this
The
one.
one further in.
It's probably this one.
Okay.
So what are you on now? What are you learning now?
We're still doing double crochets. We're just making a mat, a blanket for Bowie.
A very long
Look.
scarf.
Yeah, very long. Well, that's the first thing I ever made was a long scarf, and then I had to learn how to make tassels.
Hey, good boy.
But that's the first thing.
It's coming along.
And my poor yarn looked so
Okay.
stretched
Yeah.
when I did that because it was so tight.
That looks good too, Becca.
I think it's
Much
all
better than when it
when I
first
started. Yeah.
And then
You're starting to relax a little bit while you're doing it.
It looks like
Yeah.
stitches look like that.
Yeah, they got better, but I think I'm not counting. Oh my goodness, there's so many cute YouTube channels where they make miniature foods using miniature sets. Like-
Tamashi Duagam says on it, and you like those videos, but then YouTube real stuff.
And then the hamsters eat them. It's pretty cute.
Okay.
You do it for the YouTube views.
So
Okay,
then
what's the problem?
this is my
Let's
next
see.
one, I'm assuming.
Let's see. Let's see what you got. You know what? I think let's go back and do it in here. Because that makes a big loop. And that just doesn't look right. So instead of waiting to go into here, let's go back and do
Yeah.
it into here.
Okay.
Yeah, I was overly ambitious thinking we were gonna. I'd forgotten
Maybe-
how
maybe
much
I'd
I'd
cat
forgotten
sweaters
to
for next
crochet.
week, huh? Cat sweaters for next
Oh, I
week.
didn't think honestly, I didn't think we were gonna finish because crochet is kind of time consuming. But
Yeah, but a cat sweater's not that big.
it's not that big, but it's still like 2 evenings worth.
Yeah, I think so. Especially if you're not familiar
Exactly.
with the stitches.
Yeah, I'd forgotten.
Tamashi says very important content.
Feeding hamsters delicious meals.
Yeah.
But it can be very relaxing back.
What? I didn't say it
If
wasn't.
you- let's see what you did.
Yeah, it seems like
Okay.
thread isn't coming out of the right place. Is that the case? Or am I just mixing
What did you
myself
do?
up?
What did you do? No, that was right.
Okay.
You yarned over, you
Yeah.
went in, you yarn over, now
Okay.
you've got 3.
This was
I just
supposed
felt like
to
I
be
was, the thread was coming
I
from the
know.
wrong place. It
4.5
looked weird.
inches, but no. Yeah.
What did it say? What did I say the gauge was?
4.5 to 10.
This is just a gauge.
I
This is just
know.
to see
Ow.
if we're doing it too tight or too loose or
Yours
So you
might.
haven't even started on a cat sweater
No,
yet.
we're still
Okay.
remembering how to crochet.
Because I'm getting ready to blow
learning.
their minds when the first thing they want is single crochet.
I know how to do
Because
that.
we haven't done any single crochet.
Yes, well, I used to. I just have to be reminded.
Single crochet is easier.
I definitely looped around one too many times. So let me see how you back out. You just pull that.
Yeah.
I'm impressed that Joseph
And then-
stuck with this.
Yeah, pull that loose. Let's see what you got.
I wrapped around one too
There
many
it
times.
is, yeah, okay, hold on. So,
Yeah, that's maybe I didn't wrap around.
I mean, honestly,
was there just two
cat
on there before it
sweaters
started?
is a
Yarn
more
over,
realistic
yarn
goal than
over,
like making a
pull it
human
through two.
sweater.
Oh, pull through two there.
and then you got
And
two
the cat
left.
won't care if it's
Yarn
ugly.
the
Other
other
way.
way.
Yeah.
Yarn
Cat
the
won't
other
care
way,
for it
and
at
then
all,
pull it
one way or
through.
the other. It doesn't matter what it
She
looks
says
like.
Joseph's
Okay,
a real true.
now.
He is.
Well, he's willing to learn, and
I
that's
know.
a
Yeah,
good
that says a lot.
start, because a lot of people aren't even willing to learn, so. Okay,
So now I'm going into this one.
into the next
That's
loop,
the
that's
next
it
one.
right there.
Yeah.
Okay, well, so much for, we'd have been better off doing the resin.
They wanted to see them cat sweaters.
Well, you could still do a cat sweater, but I think it's gonna take a little practice
Yeah.
until.
I
You become
I didn't
comfortable.
realize how much I'd forgotten about crochet.
Right, because every time I stop, like I've stopped for a long time.
Yeah, you have to.
And I
relearn.
start back up, there are things that I have to go back and learn how to do over again.
Yeah.
And that's where these books that have,
the illustrations. I do
illustrations.
appreciate that.
I mean, don't buy a book unless you got them, because, unless you have a book of
That
nothing
you can
but
reference. Yeah.
that. Right, because,
Bailey says, LOL, y'all are all better than I would be. LOL.
Well, we have someone to actually show us, and
Yeah.
that's the
That
difference.
makes a big difference. I think
Yeah,
if we're
that
watching
makes a big
YouTube
difference.
videos,
I would be so mad.
it would take a while.
Yeah.
playing it over
It does
and
make a
over
big
again.
difference.
It would. I'd be
She
very
said,
frustrated.
Boy, sweater free for another day.
For another month, probably.
Well, it's probably a little warm down here for a sweater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he'd like it though if it was like, I still think he needs to find a
Soft.
sweater.
If it was soft, he might like
Yeah,
it. He likes
yeah,
soft
it's like,
things.
make it soft and warm.
How do I do double crochet? I loop it, and then
Wait, you're at the end?
I was just messing around.
Okay.
Because it kind of came back to me. I loop it
You
and
have
then
to
I
chain three.
stick
If you're at the
do
end-
even if I'm doing just one row on
Right.
top, I still chain 3.
Yeah, because that's it. That's your first double crochet on the end.
Okay.
You chain 3 if you're at the end of the line. 1, 2, 3, and then you turn what you're doing. You turn it around because it's like you're gonna start up the next row.
Yeah, and then I go through
And then
both,
turn
right?
and also turn your crochet needle around too. Because when you turn your crochet needle around, it turns those chains around.
I'd put it down for too long, and now I'm like, oh, I don't remember. I forgot.
By too long, you mean like 5
Yeah,
minutes?
too long, and then I loop it through both, right?
That's not good.
And then I loop it and pull through all. What do I do?
You have the chain 3.
Yes.
Yarn over.
Let me oh dear. Okay. All right. Okay. I have
You
my
got your
chain
chain
3.
3.
Yarn over.
What was you doing?
I
it
have to be excused.
Well, then
so
you
I'm
have to
not
go that
pretending the
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
What you need
Thank
to
you.
do, you need to do is you need to turn this around.
Uh huh.
Okay, because you're gonna go across this way now, right?
Well, yeah, but I've been doing that. I want to know how to do like that tight stitch on top. Single
Tight stitch.
crochet.
Oh, single crochet. You want to learn how to do a single
Yeah,
crochet?
I forgot how.
Okay, well then we don't need 3 chains.
I didn't think so.
Okay, we probably need a chain 1.
Chain 1.
So we'll let Joseph catch up.
Sure.
To the end of the row, and
That's pretty close.
I
We'll
am
do
impressed
single
that 12
crochets.
people want to hang out with us and watch us learn how to crochet all over
fumble
again.
through, huh?
I feel bad because I promised sweaters for cats and we're just
They may
not
have to
there
draw a
yet.
sweater and put it on.
They should. Okay,
Okay.
I would love it if all of you drew Bowie or the cat of your choice. It could also be a Pokemon
Okay.
wearing one of these beautiful cat sweaters. I want to see that. Your cat fan art.
With a smile on his face.
Oh no, they could be like trying to
He
gnaw it off.
Has
for
to
all
look
I-
happy.
No, they don't.
A dapper boy.
That's not realistic. You know the cat would be chewing it off. Now.
It can be very relaxing. This is something like when you get to the point where you start feel confident about being able to do your stitches, you can sit in front of the TV and watch TV and do it as long as you keep track
That's my problem. I never do.
of your rows because they'll tell you to do it for so many rows. Ooh.
The boy is safe yet again. Yes, grumpy little Team Rocket Meowth in his sweater. Yes, yes, and a Pikachu in a sweater. Give me all of the pets in the sweaters.
Okay, your tension is too tight. You
Yeah.
see how much space
Yeah.
there is? Yeah, then you unwind your finger. Okay.
What?
When gets Devin doing this.
No.
Devin's got fungal fingers.
I know I do
Devin's
too.
not real
Mine have
good.
locked up.
His
over the
fine
years.
motor skills are not great, even though he used to draw
Yeah.
and he likes to work with
Yeah.
models. His,
No, I'm the same
your
way.
dad used to be the same way.
All right. Am I at the end or is it one more?
You got one more.
Okay.
But that's why I think practicing stuff like that is good because,
Makes you ambidextrous.
well, it also helps develop those pathways again that you might have
Mhm.
lost.
Neural pathways. Yeah, I guess.
Guess it's that one. We'll see if not.
Let me read up on single crochets.
Sorry, I'm so tired. We went over to Slidell
It's
to
the
look at
chill
log
part of the
cabins.
Chillstream.
Yeah, it ends up relaxing me and then it makes me sleepy. Self-soothe.
And then you can make
Oh.
a Valentine on it.
Oh yes.
That just looks like
Oh.
looks like a chain.
That I think they did that on top of it.
Yeah, they probably
Very
did.
easy.
That's a kind of crochet, like
Flowers
like
and
like
stuff.
from another country.
Yeah. Oh,
Or they do
yeah. I've
things
seen
like
that,
that.
but they usually do it tighter.
This is tight, and then
Uh-huh.
like this
Look,
is tight,
look,
and this
look.
is tight, and this is loose, and
Mine's
this is
a
super
mess
loose.
too.
No, yours
Yes.
is pretty
No.
consistent.
No. I keep adding
Also, you've gotten like
rows.
way more done than me.
But I used to do it when I was younger, so I remembered. You've
Yeah.
never done it, so you're learning.
Just gonna be snarky. Like
That- That wasn't what I didn't mean it to be snarky. I meant it to be encouraging. Like, it's unfair to compare yourself to someone who has experience with something when you have none because
Yeah, but
You're
don't say that
cheating
yours
yourself.
isn't good just because.
no, mine I added extra rows is what I'm saying. I think
Oh
mine
yeah,
is
you
getting
did some
wider.
increasing.
Yeah. So what I'm
If you
saying is
count,
like, it
you
looks
started out with 10.
yeah.
How many
that's
of these
more.
chains do you have across
More
the top
than 10.
now?
But it's so tight and like messed up at the bottom too. So what I wasn't saying mine doesn't look good. I was saying but there are mistakes and I'm aware of the mistakes.
Sure.
So I'm still learning too.
Okay. Everybody's at the end, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, chain one. Chain one and then turn. So it means you're going to turn the whole thing over. Like it was like this. Okay, came to the end. Now I'm going to start the next row. So I have to turn it over. And then when I do that, I also need to turn my hook. I know, complicated.
No, it's the
It's-
the flipping things in space has always been a hard one for me.
We still have that chain one.
I know.
Okay.
Okay, so let's do this and I'll figure it out.
If
from
you
there.
don't turn your hook, then
I think
twist
I did
everything
already
twist up.
though. And I'm trying to
Okay.
remember if I had.
So
or
what you're gonna
not.
do, this is what you got. You got your chain one. Okay?
Okay. Oh, chain one.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna stick
Through
the
the
crochet,
two.
not through the first chain you see right there.
Oh, but from the second?
I think so.
Okay.
The second one.
And then I loop over?
Nope. Yeah, you loop over, bring it through. You got two.
Bring it through the two, and then bring it through the two again?
No. You're thinking double crochet.
Okay, give me a sec, because I gotta pick it out.
Okay, let me back up. You bring it, put it into the chain. You're not looped over. Okay, you're just taking it like it is and putting it in the chain. Then you loop over,
Mm-hmm.
bring it through. Now you got two loops
All the
on
way?
there. Yeah. Then you
Wait,
got-
all the way?
What is
Or through
all
the two?
Wait,
Through the two you
okay,
just did?
watch again. Here's my one chain. Okay, I haven't done anything. That was
Mhm.
my chain for my turn. Okay, I'm gonna go into the first chain.
Yeah, I did that.
Not
So
this
before
first
even
one.
looping, just go.
I'm not
through.
gonna loop. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna yarn over. I'm gonna
Wait,
go
the
in.
the second one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna put my needle, my hook in. Now I'm gonna yarn over and pull it through. I've got 2 loops on my hook. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yarn over, pull it through, both of them. That's a single crochet.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm gonna do a row of that.
Okay, again, I take my hook, put it in through the chain,
Mhm.
yarn over, pull it through. I've got 2.
Yeah.
Yarn over,
Pull through.
pull it through both. That's a
Okay.
single crochet. It's
I
a
just
single.
don't know which direction am I going.
You're going across this
Okay.
way. So let's move this behind you,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And you're gonna use your tension,
And
tighten that up a little bit.
Yeah.
Yep. And I would also flip this around. Yeah, because it twists when you turn it over.
Okay.
Okay. So you're gonna go in. It's gonna be not the immediate one. It's gonna be the next one over.
So this, I
Let's
can't
see.
even tell.
I know. Let's see.
Kind of a mess right there.
Let's see. That's okay.
We intended to make cat sweaters today, but we have
I can
learned
scoot over if
how
you
to
want.
crochet, which is also good.
Okay, you're gonna put it in this one right here,
Okay.
like that.
Yeah.
You're gonna yarn over,
And if we wanted to do
Bring it
a
through.
row on top of that, we would do a chain
like
one
single crochet. Yeah, chain
and then
one.
the same thing.
Yes. Okay, I put it in,
Right through. So I
yarn
got
through.
2.
I got 2. Yarn over, bring it through both.
Okay.
That's a single crochet.
And just
It's
keep on.
it's half the size as a double crochet.
And my next target is this
The
this
next
open
one
one or this one further down.
Okay. See, when you have it on the back side, it's kind of hard to see those chains.
Mm-hmm.
There they are. So if you forget if you're having a hard time figuring out which one to go
Just
into,
rotate it. And
hold
you
it,
can see
hold it
chains.
up so that you, there it is right there. See?
Oh, okay.
Right there. Like that.
Okay.
Because they're still at the top.
Yeah.
They're just facing in a different direction. We would do single crochets all day long.
Hmm?
I said you could do single crochets all day long because they're kind of easy. Once you get the hang of it, really, that would be the first one you learn how to do
Yeah.
is a single crochet. And if you notice, it's like it goes out and then it goes in and it goes out and it goes in, but it's
Mhm.
doing the opposite on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like the top row is longer than the one underneath. It's
Mhm.
not. It's just kind of shifted over. That's why it should stay the same number and go back and
Hamashi
count.
says, ha ha ha, Becca's Pikachu color. Becca's is Pikachu.
Yeah, it's like a
Definitely.
golden yellow. Well, I tried to pick out colors that would look good on Bowie because I was thinking we'd make sweaters. I was
He might
hopeful.
still get a sweater.
This is on me though because I used to crochet and I have forgotten. Yeah, see how much mine is shrinking?
You should still have 10 chains across the top.
No,
Nothing has
I don't
changed.
know why. One,
Well, then
two,
you're
three,
decreasing
4, 5,
somewhere.
6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You decreased over the,
Ooh, okay. That's
which
cool.
has
Wow.
its place in crocheting because if at some point you're going to have to decrease something or increase something,
Hamashi
but that's
says,
not.
Bowie and Pikachu cosplay. L-O-L-O. L-L-O-L.
A lot of LOL.
I
A lot of
think
laugh out loud.
I think he would not appreciate that. But he's a nice boy, so he'd probably let me do it. I want to get him a lobster costume.
A what?
Lobster costume?
Well, that would be a Petco.
I've looked.
I bet it's
Because he
not.
would then, because then I could tell people he was a crawfish, because you know I'm not going to find a crawfish costume.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Are you looking at the TV, Bowie? He was.
He's got the front row seat right
Hamashi
here.
says, I am AOO. M-O.
Oh, I'd have to look.
I am AOO.
Oh, LMAO.
Oh, okay.
What's that mean?
Laughing.
Oh, okay.
And that's weird. He did on YouTube. Oh,
Well,
that one got real loose.
Not on
I'm
mine.
gonna undo that.
Millie says, LOL.
well, I feel very saturated with crochet right now.
Do you want to stop?
I don't feel up to me making the sweater, but I would cheer you on.
Yeah, well, you're talking to somebody else because I'm done with crochet
You're
for a
not
while.
making a sweater for your grandson?
No, it's
He's
the
so
summertime.
cold.
It's the summertime.
We keep this place so cold. He needs a sweater.
He's got a coat on.
No, he needs a sweater.
Well, why don't you make him a blanket, Pat?
That's about all I'm gonna be able to make.
What?
Scarf.
Make him a
scarf.
blanket.
My,
She said, LOL.
we're gonna have to revisit this one. Is all there is to it.
Well, how about this? How about you practice some more?
Yeah.
Because I don't think they use any weird stitches.
Yeah, warm up the chicken.
Sure. I guess. Thank you for helping. You did good. I'm impressed. You've never done this
See,
before.
this book shows you tells you what stitches you're going to use.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. So you could
can
actually
always say,
study
well, I don't
up.
want to do that.
Yeah.
Because that sounds too
That's
hard.
hard. That's difficult.
Okay, you could switch over if you're gonna be.
Yeah, I'm gonna switch chairs. Well, thank you, Joseph, for. I'm very proud of you, actually. I am.
You did a good job.
Yeah.
Oh, it's past time for you to eat.
A lot of people
Oh,
are
no.
resistant to
Yeah.
learning new
He
things,
wasn't even nagging.
and I know this isn't necessarily something he's interested in. So I'm really appreciative that he gave it a shot. But yeah, I think I'm gonna practice double.
Rebecca, you need to. I don't know what you do with your heads
Did
over
you
there.
realize this is
It's
friend?
working.
It's like you're doing backwards.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah,
He
I
got the
don't-
chicken now.
at some point, I might have been ambidextrous as a child.
This has nothing to do with ambidextrous.
It works better for me.
I'm just
I tried
saying, you're
doing
doing
it the way
it
you showed
backwards.
me.
It's like you're backing down the street.
But it
instead of
works
going
better for me.
But I can still get to the corner.
I know. This is just
Taking you a
easier.
longer time.
I'm moving pretty fast with it.
So, did you ever discuss with them how the crystals?
Oh. This is your fault, friends.
Why? Because they wanted to
Chose crystals.
They wanted crystals. They're
What's it got at the
not
bottom?
impressed. It's
There
all
are some
crystallized.
crystals.
So it did crystal.
Oh,
it just
yeah,
doesn't look
look.
anything like
It
the
did.
package
Look.
promised.
No, it didn't.
The
But-
package.
But
Show-
look at
hang
the one
on,
on the string.
hang on,
It did
hang
have
on,
crystals
hang
on
There
on.
are
the string.
crystals on
I
the
know,
string.
but hang on.
Those
They
are
promise.
at the bottom too.
They keep promises, big, beautiful crystals, and you get this.
dinky
It did make
It
crystals.
did make
It
crystals.
just
though.
doesn't
You
look
made
like that.
If you made rock candy crystals, or if you
Yeah.
made alum crystals, they would have been more impressive.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably how they make rock candy crystals. Probably.
What do they feel like?
It feels like it's going to fall off the string.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you can see how shiny it is.
Yeah.
It's made crystals.
Oh, yeah.
It's
They're
just,
pretty.
they haven't made crystals like the package.
Exactly.
Oh, well.
Yeah, and
Advertising.
that's
Advertising.
kind of where I get kind of
You
about
see
it
that?
because
Milani said it looks like weird crusty ice.
it does. I said it looks like a snowball. So
Well,
when
for
it was
us,
wet,
sugar.
when it was still wet, it really looked like a snowball.
I mean,
Oh,
it
it's sugar.
shines
Don't
like
eat it though, because
crystals.
it's like some
kind of
weird
dangerous-
acrylic thing.
Yeah.
Like, I-
Bugsy says false advertising.
Yep.
For sure.
That's my complaint.
There's nothing that you can put on
You
that thing
can
with the
make-
light.
You can make really big crystals using alum. So I don't know, and
And
alum's
salt
not toxic. So
and
I don't
sugar.
know why this kit didn't go with that.
I don't
You know?
They had to be
Instead of that
fancy.
Gross
Weird
slushy-
stuff. Yeah.
They had to be fancy. Although this one, I have to say,
That one's kind of cool.
it did kind of grow up because all we had was a string on here, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah.
it did grow up the string.
That was a decent amount of work too,
It's a
wasn't it?
lot of work, yeah.
I think. Well, I mean, I don't think it ever would. I mean, I was looking at the instructions and it said if you add too much water, it's not going to work. This did make crystals.
It did.
It just doesn't
Not
look
like the box.
anything.
Like the box.
It doesn't even look anything like the crystals we made.
No, we made more impressive crystals using alum, which is was my complaint. Is that I don't know why they included something fancy that might be toxic when alum and salt are non-toxic. They're incredibly cheap.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know.
I have to justify how much that cost.
All right, well, so I'm going to continue to practice my crochet because I legitimately did not realize how much I'd forgotten.
You want to just like wrap some of the crochet around Bowie so that people get the
Yeah,
full
that's
effect?
right. Put him on this chair
And
here.
we'll put our
We'll hold it up to
swatches
him so
and
you
say,
guys can see that we
Envision-
tried. He's so good.
use your
He's like
imagination.
not even
I'll try to
complaining.
do
He's
my
such
best
a
to
good
hold
boy.
him.
Use your imagination and see Bowie in his sweater.
And it's
No.
fine. Yeah, he's already like, no,
No.
no,
Yeah.
Actually,
no.
I swear would go good with, so would beauties, would go good with his bow tie.
That's what I picked were colors that would look good with how great
I
he
think
is.
we need to do more resin.
Yeah, she really wants to. So
Yeah.
let me show you guys so you guys
Because we
can.
had all these great looking letters.
You guys can vote
Yeah.
when educated get
Which
votes.
I think
Give
I
me a
would go
sec.
with the
Let me
rough stuff on
let
the
me move
outside.
this garbage.
With the what?
Lonnie said he's a
Trash.
good boy and
The-
he looks good.
He's a
Oh, we
handsome
put
baby.
The glitter and
He
stuff on the
says he's gonna be
outside.
confused.
Because that looks
and all
better
Bowie
than the
has
other
a bow.
side, see?
Yeah. But the thing is, it's gonna show through this side though.
Yeah.
So they really like the resin.
Yeah.
I was surprised how good it
Now,
came out.
part of the holdup is we were also kind of waiting for my aunt to get her arm out of the sling. But when that
Yeah.
happens, we can do resin again. But
Okay.
I have all these molds,
Wow.
and I cleaned everything.
Well, what are these
I
molds?
sorted. These are trinket molds, and
Like what? What's a trinket
well,
mold?
like the heart that I did.
Like the boxes?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I also have a mini watercolor palette. I've got coaster molds,
She went
I've
gung ho
got-
on this one because she wants
Oh,
to see.
yeah.
bangles.
Oh, we can make bracelets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are like shaker charms, so they're hollow
Well, I
on
can
the
do that
inside.
one arm with one hand.
Nope.
It
She
might
says,
even help this hand.
Maybe, but we have so this is to
silicone
make like a
shaker
notebook
molds. What is
cover
that?
and bookmarks.
What are shaker molds?
They're like charms. We have a larger tray. We
Just
have
make the tray.
I do
Yes.
want to make the tray. We have earrings or
Yeah,
jewelry like
earrings and-
pendants.
We gotta go get
pendants.
some of those little rings and stuff so we can put them together.
I have some
I'm
of that.
excited about this because
Yeah.
I think this, we're gonna see results
Uh-huh.
and I think
I mean, we saw results last time. That's one of the things
Yeah,
I
I
like
know.
about resin is it's a
so
good
this is
it's
something that people
it's-
can actually wear.
Yeah.
it's a good like amount of work to what you get ratio.
Mhm.
And
Yeah,
I
it
like
takes 6 hours a set.
it does, but
Smaller
you end up
things,
with
at least.
something you can actually you have the opportunity to actually
Mhm.
use it. So that's I think resin's a really cool one. I don't have any of the fancy stuff for resin, but we don't have
We
that.
got
Yeah,
plenty of
fancy.
stuff like glitter
like
and stuff to add
like
to
the
it.
heat gun and stuff. I
Yeah,
also
beads
have
and-
like bracelet loom kits,
Yeah.
which
Ah,
look kind of
cute.
neat. Yeah,
And she used to make bracelets all the time.
yeah. So we've got
I
some
think
cool
you should probably
kits.
focus on something you can finish for next stream.
Yeah,
And something not in the
all the
kitchen.
way finished. Yeah. Speaking of,
Candles?
no.
Oh, the soap.
So y'all stay in there.
Milani said that they think resin would be cool. I tried to make resin Blythe poles once and
Oh,
failed
those would be
badly.
cute. What? Those
You-
would be cute.
UV resin is weird. It never cures.
Oh
right.
no! We're not using UV resin. We're using 2-part epoxy resin because it's less finicky. Is what I've
And
been
it gives you 30 minutes to
open time. Yeah.
yeah. So
We've
you
been
can add
using
stuff in.
Amazing Clear Cast Plus,
So,
which has I'm just taking that off because I don't like it getting dirty. So we're using Amazing Clear Cast Plus because it has like a 30-minute open time and it's a very easy.
And that's what
Resin.
we used on all these letters and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah, well, we used the
And
hippie.
numbers.
We used the hippie crafter, like on this coaster.
Yeah.
The hippie crafter resin. That was also a really good resin. No,
Yeah.
no problems. Wasn't difficult. Didn't
Yeah.
stink.
You donated to the channel, right?
Who?
Hippie Craft.
Oh yeah, they sent us the resin to
yeah.
try out, and I liked
Not
it.
the molds.
My only complaint with their resin is that I have to order it online. So when you are picking up supplies for a craft stream the day before the stream, you know, it requires more planning than I sometimes
And
have.
see all this overflow? We can
Yeah,
use
you
the
can
number
file that
tool.
off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the letters really came out.
Yeah,
They came out cute.
So last week we did soaps, and we had one more expensive kit, about $20 from Michaels, and we had one cheaper kit. I say cheaper in heavy air quotes. It was $10 from Barnes and Noble, and we could have popped them out sooner, but we wanted to share that with you guys. Let me adjust the cameras so you guys can see.
So this is how much we can make with this kit.
Yeah.
We made enough for 4 balls.
No, we
right?
could have made more.
We could have?
Yeah, there's like
Okay.
half
But this
of the.
one, we could only make.
That was all we. Yeah, that was
that's
that was
all we could make with that
she
one
wrote.
kit. Because it was 2 small bars of soap
Yeah.
that we had to melt.
Mm-hmm.
And although
And we used the coloring and the scents from the more expensive kit. So I think we
Yeah.
decided
you
that the
see, and this mold is heavier. So I think this is going to be a pain to get out.
I think we decided the more expensive kit was actually the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now a silicone mold for this would
Yeah.
be a lot easier because it's
Yeah,
meant to
because
have
it's flexible. And this is, okay, it's coming out now.
Okay, there's that.
Okay. Oh, that's cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, it smells like cigarettes to me.
You see?
Which one is that?
From the more expensive kit. Oh, this is the honey one?
Yeah.
It actually smells nice. It's honey and I think it's honey and vanilla.
Yeah, I think it was vanilla.
And these are
I don't
just
smell
smoke is
cigarettes. I
pain.
smell something, but it's not
there's like
cigarettes.
a smoky.
Yeah,
It was
smells
the
smoky.
smell of the soap, though.
Yeah, the soap
The
smells
soap
like that.
smell.
Yeah, this
funny.
does smell good.
That's why you have to add the scent, because it doesn't smell
And these were
good.
melt and pour soaps, and we were kind of surprised that both kits had us do the melting in the microwave, because when I've done melt and pour soaps in the past, it's been on a
Okay.
stove top.
Yeah.
Here's the other one. It came out kind of a little locked.
A little bit.
Because this is harder to get out
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
of all those little indentations. This one is easier.
Oh, that's kind of cute. We used the two colors.
Feels kind of
Sticky.
sticky.
Yeah.
Need some help?
I guess I do,
Beat
because
that
I
baby
can't get
with a
it out.
Beat it with a stick. Yeah.
I mean,
it's
I would
pretty.
probably use if I ever
Okay, here
got
it
more into
comes.
making
Yeah, there it
soap,
goes.
I think I would use a silicone mold because it would
Yeah,
just be
yeah.
easier. So if we beat up these molds, I guess I don't really care.
Yeah, they get that kind of plastic. It's kind of white.
And then
with
you're
stick.
supposed to wrap it either in like wax paper
I
or
believe
Saran
it's-
wrap.
the soap so they don't lose all their moisture.
Yeah.
So I will do that as soon. Well, I'll do that while you guys are
Because this is
getting them
sticky.
out.
Actually,
they're all sticky.
some of these you could probably. You could probably put them together to make a whole bar, huh? You said? Didn't
Yeah.
you say that?
What?
You use what?
Oh,
Like this.
alcohol to melt the soap.
I'm going to have to wash my hands. Oh, this is a fight.
But we
Yeah,
have-
I definitely think silicone molds
yeah,
Yeah.
would be the way to
much
go.
easier to work with.
And you can get
'cause
them at Michael's. You can get them online.
like that. Just mash it together there. Okay, that's a bar.
But we've
Very tacky.
made all kinds of stuff doing these streams. That's too much wax, but
Hey, you shouldn't have to use that much. So Becca's gonna regift this to us for
Yes, for
Christmas.
No,
Christmas.
y'all can take them
A
with you
birthday.
today. Well,
Any kind of occasion.
you know.
And then we'll just re-gift them back to her
Oh, you should
for her
send-
anniversary.
That's right. I guess you should send them to Nana.
This one doesn't feel quite
Different,
as
yeah.
tacky.
Yeah.
I think it might have more wax than the this one does. This one might have some like shea butter in it. I don't remember. Or jojoba oil.
She's speaking a foreign language again.
Anyway, I have enjoyed being able to share so many crafts with you guys. I've learned so many new things. Some of them are totally useless, but you know, I've learned new things.
And there are things that you have-
Some of that will come in handy.
There are things that you have
Probably.
learned that you want to learn more about.
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Yeah.
Maybe with the soaps. Did you say that with the soaps?
Yeah, maybe. Right now I'm more interested in resin than I am in the soaps.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
almost get into that resin again. Everybody's gonna get a trinket box
Yeah.
in our family.
I'm actually not really into giving handmade gifts. It is just such I think it's such a specific thing. You put so much effort in and they might not even like it at
Yeah.
all. So I'm kind of,
But as a teacher, the ones that I always appreciated the most were the ones.
that the kids made in class.
No, we didn't do things like
Oh,
that. I taught math. They made nothing in class.
Uh,
No, were the
I'm
things
deferring
that
to me.
mom made at home, like when mom would make fudge or mom
Christmas cookies.
or they would make something. It was something, you know, it was a kind of cross stitch thing or some, things
Yeah.
like that. You know, I appreciated those
Yeah.
we beat this
a whole
up.
lot more. Yeah.
All right, guys. I am sorry we did not actually.
Samantha says,
Get to
okay,
do-
I'm gonna meander out.
All right,
Have fun,
see you,
Becca."
Sam. I'm sorry we didn't get to do the cat sweaters as promised, but we did try, and we learned some new things today. And Joseph learned a little bit of crochet, so that's kind of a
Yeah,
bonus. It's
for
hard to
sure.
get him on a stream, so
Who knows?
y'all got a
He
little
may
extra
make,
there.
may
He
make
may
Bowie
make
the
the
sweater.
Make the sweater,
I
that's all I'm
seriously
gonna
doubt.
say.
Joseph is vehemently opposed to cats wearing clothes. He
That's
feels
not
they should
clothes.
all be naked all the time.
I feel the same way. I think dogs should
So,
should
I
forego the clothes.
Only
too.
think cats should wear clothes when it's funny. So I'm a terrible cat owner.
Yeah, because
So,
she
like-
wants to dress Bowie like a crawfish.
I do for Halloween. He wears
Poor
those
boy.
little gargoyle wings though, and everybody
Oh.
thinks
Yeah, but
he's
that's-
so cute,
he
and he
thinks
gets
that's a
lots of
halter.
attention. It is a
But
halter.
well, how does the crawfish fit on him?
I don't have one.
Oh.
You've
For
seen
the
them
dog
at
ones,
Petco.
Anyway, I hope you guys have
You can
a
use a dog
wonderful
one.
evening. I will see you guys next week. I'm going to have the poll for next week's scratch stream.
Says I 100% support Crawfish Kitty.
Right? Right?
Oh,
He could be
I
the,
thought Kitty.
the mascot.
Melissa says I love your video and you're so an unrated.
Wait. I'm sorry.
Underrated.
I guess
You're so underrated.
I love your
Oh,
video
aw, thank
and
you.
You're so
So,
underrated.
Well, tell your friends.
yeah, please come
And-
hang out with us next Monday when we do
Bailey says,
another
"Time
craft.
for the stream, guys. Heart, heart.
Bye.
And if you guys are
Thank you for the
interested,
stream, Yulitza. You're welcome.
if you're interested in watercolor, join me on Friday night at 8 p.m. for another watercolor stream. So, anyway, bye guys. Have a good week. See you.
Bye.
Oh, and if you draw those pets wearing these wonderful, terrible sweaters, please send them to me. I want to see them. Or if you make one for your own pet, I want to see that too. All right, bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, so now you can get rid of
Hold
your
on.
crystals, but can you just
In
dispose of them?
video.
I don't know.
In video. Thank you guys. I have no idea.